Wike's loyalists, and so that's why for Facebook, I have Facebook and YouTube and even X, or social media basically. I have tagged it Wike's loyalists and the PDP Caretaker Committee. Now, this is going to be a very interesting conversation, and I'll tell you why. My guest is joining us soon, by the way. Why is this going to be an interesting conversation? Now, before and during the election, the battle for the soul of the PDP was so strong a battle between the presidential candidate at the time and Nyesom Wike, who was governor of Rivers State. And I hear, according to one of the newspapers' publication for today, that battle is still ongoing, as plans for 2027 has already started. Let's do this. A couple of weekends ago, maybe a month or two ago, the former governor, now FCT minister, mentioned that there is some kind of collaboration. I like to think of it as an amalgamation between the PDP and the APC in Rivers State. And I remember when the caretaker committee for the APC was set up, by the national ESCO of the APC. When Tony Okocha came in, the question a lot of people asked, including myself, and I think I did ask a couple of, APC stalwarts at the time, if this is putting the party's control in the hands of the FCT minister, because before then, we saw Tony Okocha singing praises and clamoring for the appointment of Nyesom Wike as a member of Tinubu's government or Tinubu's cabinet. All right, so I'd like to get in touch with Sydney Gbara now. I'm going to call Sydney right now so that he and I can have a conversation as to what really is happening in the PDP. Remember, the fight is the fight for structure. Now, yes, we have seen certain notable politicians in Rivers State defect to the camp of the governor, His Excellency Siminalayi Fubara. However, the question is, who really controls the structure? Because we've seen the former governor, FCT minister now, talk about him being in control of the structure. And I mean, if indeed it is true, as seen, that the people who make up the caretaker committee are loyalists of the FCT minister, then who really holds the structure? You now see why this is going to be an interesting conversation. So just give me a minute. We'll go for a quick break. When we do come back, I would have Sydney Gbara on the show.
Not having a bus stop is not an excuse for bad driving or causing accidents. If you are
national has taken a position, and that's the position of the national. A decision that was reached by the National Working Committee, the BOT, and the government forum, PDP government forum. So what are you telling me? All we need to do is say, let's watch and see how it's going to unfold in the state. So we know who is in charge.
So now
let's see how it's going to unfold in the state. Let us know who is in charge.
Let's go.
Okay. And I'll say the state publicity secretary of PDP.
Okay.
Nobody will stop the vote that speaks on behalf of the people to the back door.
Okay.
That is the truth.
Okay. I want to ask you now. Have you seen the list that's published on the Leadership newspaper? Because there are okay, you've seen the list. There are allegations that the list are mostly Wike's loyalists. Can you confirm that as a PDP member for me?
Well, my dear brother, I didn't bother going through who is Wike's loyalist and who is not Wike's loyalist, because I wouldn't want to believe that the National Secretariat will contradict themselves. The National Secretariat and leadership of the party of the National had already taken a position officially. So who is on their list or whatever list that was consulted somewhere in Port Harcourt published to say it's coming from the National Secretariat, I'm not interested in it. And what about time back to our minister? Now, we did not say it. Imagine it's two men. I'm saying the state publicity secretary of PDP. Or continue to speak on behalf of PDP, or continue to speak on the people without any fear of anybody. What the truth? That is the reason why the maybe allowed the governor of Gbara State has spoken to us as a people, and it's correct that with the leadership that will listen.
Now, Sydney, let me come in now before we go for our first commercial break. What if, because I understand what you're saying. Yes, the BOT, the National Working Committee, the governors, they all came together. They had, an agreement. What if there is a new situation, a new development, and they are now decided to say, okay, because it's not just Rivers State. There were a couple of other states where lead emerged, a caretaker communist emerged, and maybe they've decided, what will you do about it, or what do you do about it?
The truth matter is, no,
okay.
So, no. That's not how things work. If that is the way they were struggling, that they are in charge of the party, then they have played mostly.
But this is true indeed. This might have been for by two PDP members and for thing because some people are having Australia into the back. If there's KDF the minister, like the answers to this, please stay with us.
Introducing
Of 4, it's good to have you back on Hard Facts and 92.3 Nigeria Info. And yes, I am speaking with Sydney Gbara. He is the publicity secretary of the PDP Rivers State. I'm confused about that, I would not lie, because I've seen a publication where there is now the list caretaker committee is for states and world level in Rivers State, and then something substantive is done. Welcome back, Sydney. I know. Okay. One station, but note the FC minister measures that is the organization of the PDP in this for issue, and you'll stay in some business. Okay, now can I comment now? Sydney, Aaron Chukwuemeka, who's supposedly I'm using my words carefully, the party chairman, whether as caretaker or whether in acting capacity, looks like he is in the camp of the FCT minister, and he may have pledged this will be the party, the PDP Rivers State chapter will be connected. They go. Okay, still think about this. It's the first song there until the end of the year. But what do you do this list? The list if by no means it's an issue because the results there will have 08193 003 and says PDP the has expired. The caretaker set forth new names have not acted. With that man, says Gbara is not able to this calendar person with the body can be lead the streets is seen by one. There's what he asked me what it even is okay from observation is with my river. I'm talking with a knife next.
Several places. Because there is who has turned himself the spokesman of this flag.
That's a national thing below. Corresponding of me should be on I see if okay.
Also, this is a communication. Give it official
for you and seen the shipment people note the republic
school is for
you this so can just now this is similar to the PPL media would want deep in the BOT and next should very those would be one way out of the committee in state called what was on a tear clean annoyed about selfish interest so people are not speak for me I'm one of those I fancy holders even if nothing to okay Sydney so last year who will now be passed and not continue the 18th of this month should one what is be along and government so you can download the app on App Store for your info and Nigerian area info app and download the notification of this and I think recently might update more than the messages more confess message PDPs cannot be items but I want to people party would have the top now